the shop. As you can see, we had a little mishap over in Orlando Speed World. We'll go ahead and run the clip back right here real quick of our last pass. You seen it go out there. It was starting to carry the wheels. It was about to get busy, and then she decided she wanted to let go. So we're back here in the shop. We got it somewhat tore down. Slinky's underneath the car right now. Slinky, said hi. Hi. He's pulling the oil out of the transmission and the engine. We already spun the motor over. The first two things that I looked for when I got back, I wanted to make sure the blower was not hung up. So we spun the blower, and also wanted to make sure there wasn't nothing hung up inside the motor, maybe a rod broke or anything. So what we did was we put a ratchet and a 1-inch socket on the front of the engine and actually pulled it. There's the bolt right there. You can see that bolt. Look how long that bolt is. That's about yay light.
Stop it.
So spun the motor over and nothing was hung up. So I went ahead and I pulled the valve covers just to look at everything, and then I went and took my starter and just bumped the motor. We got the front hub deal taken apart. So as you can see, the bolts just sheared off. Yes, we run Loctite. Yes, they were torqued. Not 100% sure why it did this, but everything looks to be good. I did call Noonan, already got parts on order. They're gonna send me a new hub assembly that goes on the front of the motor. They're gonna send me another pulley. There's 2 oil lines that we gotta fix. So hopefully we can have this car back together by tomorrow and get back out testing at the end of the week. We are fast, but there's some stuff we still wanna work on to get the car running a little bit better. We were just gonna come home, take this motor and put it in the car, get it real quick, and go right back out. But I told Dad, before we go through, pulling the engine, doing all that, let's just see if this thing's hung up or not, or what we got going on. So the good thing is that we don't have nothing hung up. Everything looks to be good. When we drop the oil pan and get the oil out, we'll make sure. Slink, what is up with that ringtone, bro?
That's Harry Potter. It's the Patronus charm.
That's the Patronus charm. So we'll go ahead and drop the oil pan. We'll check all the rod bolts, check the bearings and everything. And then we're gonna get this thing put back together. But I do believe that we just had a little freak accident. Maybe the bolts kind of came loose a little bit and it just sheared them off. This thing's making a lot of power. We are spinning it, 10,500 RPMs. It's out there winging it. It's running. So I think we're good. We're just waiting to get this in. We are going to drill and tap and see if we can get these out. If we can get these out and secure this, this is just a spare deal for us. So we're good with that. We're gonna go grab some lunch real quick. When we get back, we're gonna go ahead and finish, maintaining everything, looking through it all. And then we just gotta wait till tomorrow to get our parts in. Once we get our parts in, we're good to go. What's going on, guys? We are back inside the shop. Y'all have completely killed it on the last video. The likes, the comments, that's what I love to see. I like to see that so we can keep putting out great content for y'all. We're out here right now, as you can see. Let me go ahead and clean this lens off for you real quick. That's how muggy it is here in Florida. It's so hot. We are in the process of working on how to figure out how we can get AC in the shop, but that's a little bit down the road deal. We got Slinky up underneath the car right now.
To the left of that drawer, there's a 5/8.
Slink, what are you doing, man?
Pulling the transmission out.
Pulling the trans. Why are we pulling the trans?
Oh, we're gonna do some top secret stuff to the converter.
We're making another converter change so we can try to see if we can get just a little bit faster. That's the game plan. We made 7 out of 7 passes. Y'all did see on that last pass, we did tear up some stuff. So we do have some parts and everything coming in. Basically, everything internally looks good in the motor. Pulled the pan, looked at everything down low, everything looks good. Pulled the valve covers up top, was able to spin the motor over. Nothing is locked up. The blower is free, nothing's locked up there. So I am gonna go on a limb and say just the 6 bolts that was holding on that front pulley on the front hub assembly was just a little loose, and it decided it wanted to shear all the bolts off. So we're gonna get that fixed because we are gonna go back testing next week, Monday and Tuesday, and keep working on prenup. We took the shocks off the rear of the car back here, as you can see. We already sent those out. We're getting those fixed back up. Nothing was wrong with them. We just wanted to actually Go through the settings, put them on a dyno. Yes, you can dyno shocks. Put them on a dyno and make sure everything is good. They'll be getting sent back to us, and then we're gonna put it back on the car and go back out testing again. But PRENUP is running extremely good. She has made 7 out of 7 hits. Y'all seen it. Straight down the track, nice, smooth. I said it earlier, this is the most comfortable I have been inside the race car. Out of all 3 years of running this car, out of everything, this is the most comfortable I've been inside the car. It is driving so smooth. I can see perfectly now that we changed that box out and was able to see around the blower. There was some, you seen, I was able to drive left, drive right, keep it in the center of the track. It's awesome when you're able to see. But right here is basically what we broke off the front of it. As you can see, those bolts sheared off. Look at that. So I called up Noonan, shout out to Noonan Race Engines. Right there, look at that bad piece in there. Shout out to Noonan, so they got me the parts, sent it over to me. We also got hooked up with Nick over at Larry Jeffers Race Cars and got us sent over some pulleys, belts, and everything to be able to go back in our trailer to get ready. So today's basically just a maintenance day. Y'all know the process. Y'all understand how it works. We are going to make a converter change. We're going to get the front assembly put back on the front of this motor, and we're hopefully able to get this thing fired up, ready to go, so we can go back testing. Make sure, if you haven't done already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because we are coming out with fire content for the rest of the year. Skylar has been doing amazing on the edits. I read all the comments. I see y'all in there commenting. We're trying to come out with great content. We're also trying to come out with great merch. If you go over to our website, I'll put the link right here, www.justinswanstrom69.com. I just released 4 hats, guys. I released 2 shirts. Go over there, cop the merch. If you like to support us, get your merch, wear it proud. It all goes back into the program. If you can't afford merch, I 100% agree with you, and I understand. Just watch the video. Go ahead and click that like button, give us a share, and let's keep growing. We're on the road to 100,000 subscribers, guys. All right, guys, so we're about to pull the transmission out of the car. I don't know what Skylar's got going on over there. He's acting like he's Tarzan or something, climbing around the shop. But we're gonna shimmy this transmission back. We're gonna pull the converter out. We'll leave the transmission sit up inside here. We're gonna change our stator real quick. We're gonna throw it back in, get it done. Our parts just came in for the front of the motor. Shout out to Larry Jeffers Race Cars. Shout out to Nick, he got us set up with some parts. Shout out to Noonan Race Engines. They were able to get us our front hub assembly and everything that we needed to be able to put this thing back together. So we should be able to have the car together today.
Go back together?
Maybe, if I know how to put it back together, it will be back together today. So it's a big maybe. But we're gonna go ahead and pull this converter out and get started with that. Come on. Oh. Good? Probably gonna have to help me pull this back. Ready? Push on the stand. What am I hung on, Slink? I can't see nothing down there.
I can't see, dude. There's only one fucking stud in. There it is.
We're teaching Slink how to change converter and stuff inside the car. You're doing good so far. Go ahead.
Motherfucking oil dripping
Listen,
all over me.
Come on, man, hurry up. You keep fucking taking your time, oil's gonna keep dripping.
These guys can't do literally anything without arguing with each other.
Slide down just like that. Come on, come on. There you go. Now try to lean it back and put it on the ground. There you go, Slink. Successful. Leave that transmission there like that. We'll go ahead and pop this thing open, change this stator out. We're gonna throw that bad boy back in.
We got the oil pan off. There's, you know, still oil dripping down from off of everything. And motherfucker hit me right in the forehead. Like
He's the only one I know. The oil's hit me in the forehead, and then I'm gonna keep taking my time. That ain't the only thing that's hit you in the forehead.
I know, he did this morning.
What did he say?
What was that?
I need you.
You need me?
Yeah.
I'm needed.
No, he's fixed. You gotta cross the golf cart to get the box.
He need me.
He got a hemorrhoid up his ass, guys.
Dude, I've heard that too many times a day. I don't need that in my ears.
Should be able to shimmy it on. Shimmy it. Is it shimmied up there?
Yeah, it's not all the way. I might have to pick up.
We can bump it in there, but give me, where's the nuts?
Oh, they're all right here.
Here, switch with me. That went on a lot easier than I thought. Pretty easy, guys. Stator's changed. Putting bad girl back together. Together as one. I will straight up fucking punch your ass if you ever rub your hand up my fucking pant leg again.
What happened? What happened?
Try me. I will fucking 3-step drop back and kick the shit out of you.
I'm trying to figure out what the happened.
Yeah, you know what happened. You gonna know what happened when I put this size 13 flat foot right up beside the fucking gut. Fucking try to grab me like that. You objectified me, son. That's the 4 that you need to try to put on. Those 4 big ones, let's draw those 4 in. And once we do that, we should be able to still spin that converter. Let me see that up here real quick. You already got those 2 on.
The other one's just sitting on there right now.
Nope. That's not happening. She's too tight for that. Uh-oh. There you go.
So we got the front hub deal back on the motor. We got timing pointer, everything set back right. Hopefully we got the motor timed in right. We won't know that until we fire it up. We think we got it, but we'll go ahead and when we fire it up, we'll confirm it or not. We had to wait because the pulley that they sent us, let's see right here. This is the pulley that they sent us. I got to send these back because these are the wrong ones. You can see how, you know, it's flat right here. I need the one that has basically, it's in the middle, it inserts so it can go over this piece right here. If you set that in there, set this in here like this, it doesn't, it's out of line with everything else. So that's why you need the one that goes ahead and shadows over it to be able to get it done. Those parts have came in, so we're gonna go ahead and unbox some stuff real quick, see exactly what we got coming in. All my life, all my life. They make these boxes like, you ain't stealing nothing from them. I don't even know where you open this thing up at. You open it like this.
Make our own opening.
I'm not even sure what got sent to you. This is what we were looking for, guys. Nope, nothing's in there. All right. So I'll show y'all here in a minute. Now you get to see the difference. See the difference? See this one? So we'll send this one back. We got this one and we got another one to order so we can have one that goes on that motor, and then I'm gonna order a third one now that I'm thinking about it so I can have a spare inside the trailer. But we're gonna get our spacers. We're gonna put our spacers on. We're gonna put this on. We're gonna go ahead and torque this thing down, get it ready. Once we do that, all we gotta do is put the fuel pump on, get the belt on, and then we get to fire this thing up.
We gotta move that down there too.
Gotta use the starter to start it up, so gotta put the starter on. Huh? That's all it's gonna open like it is right now. It has to be these things are clean. So, right.
I can see what it is. That hat needs to be opened up on this side. Yes. Probably laying out against that hat. I mean, it's not like it's a stick, but I guess you need to sit there holding it.
Yeah, hang off the knee. It's that piece up there.
Well, probably after a few runs or everything, it might wear stuff there too. Well, I mean, you got a thing, you can always pull the throttle off, right? I mean, it's not like it's a bad hang. I can't even get it to do it again. I just sat there for a minute and then I did it.
What? I was just ready to come up.
It's almost like this is getting real straight right here. Okay. You need to take in that corner and shave that off just a little bit. Or shave that. That's off. That's where it's hitting right now. And it's just getting it just right. Ain't nothing to do with this up here. So that's fine. You just take a little Dremel, file that down some, you'll be good. Alright. I think it's because they're lean. That's why when it idles high, it's because it don't have fuel. I thought it was. No, it's because it don't have fuel. Fuel's the only thing calming this thing down. So the fuel's just not getting to it. Like, if you ever listen to them when they got the manual shut off, like the top fuel car, they start running away, it's because they're lean. So let's put more in it. Yeah, I mean, I'll put some more. That's what happened, it didn't catch the fuel yet. Go ahead.
Go off of this blade, close over here.
Go ahead. 25 degrees right now. There's 30 on that balancer.
I marked 30 on there. I just can't get it down to your 25.
It's dead nuts.
So it's on 25?
Dead nuts. Dead nuts.
Look at it walk that belt off again. See how it walked all the way up to the corner?
You talking about on the bottom pulley?
Yep.
Yeah, but it's flush.
Don't matter. It's going to continue to keep walking. I got to figure out, I don't know, maybe that pulley's not as wide as the last one was.
I'll just get a tape measure and measure that one and measure that other pulley. You can't put no other spec. Hey, did you check to see how long them bolts were?
Yeah, they got that much.
You can't put like a
I was going to put a
washer
behind it.
Yeah, just one more.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could put this one on there.
That's probably just about right too. As long as you have enough bolt, there's plenty of bolt that goes through there.
Right now, there's a ½ inch.
Hanging out the back of the thread? Okay, so for sure, I'll put that on there. Yep. That would make it where it won't, because what happens is it rides on that edge, it wants to fray this thing.
It'll fray the belt. All right, I'm gonna fire it up real quick, and I need to put it in gear. All right, guys, we got it fired up. Everything's good. We're back going. We're going testing this week. As you can see, this belt down here. Go ahead. Come on, camera guy. Get your ass down here. Look at that. See how that belt's running flush? We don't want that. What happens is this thing has so much vibration and it rides back and forth that belt will end up riding off the bottom pulley and it'll fray it. It's either going to break the belt or it's going to do something else. So we have another one of these spacers. The only thing we got to do is pull that bottom pulley back off. Then we're gonna put the spacer on, get that pulley away, because the way we got this set up where the motor mount and everything's in here, we're having to push that pulley away so we can ride. And if it does ride back and forth, the belt does not come off the bottom of the pulley. But PRENUP is back together. It's running good, sounds amazing. We got some little stuff that we just need to clean up, get everything ready, and then we're organizing the trailer tomorrow because we are heading out to Orlando Speed World to go testing one more time before we head all off to Tulsa for our next race of Street Outlaw No Prep Kings. All right, guys, so as you seen yesterday, we were able to get it fired up. Everything's running. We're back to normal. We're almost ready to go testing. But we did find an issue. Whenever I was going full throttle, see that barrel valve? Well, this arm back here was basically going over center, and it was locking the throttle up. So sometimes the throttle would get hung, sometimes it wouldn't. But what I had to do was I had to move it one spline, so whenever it does go like that, that arm stays basically right there, so it keeps that open, but it won't hang the throttle up. Problem with doing that is now I got to readjust it. So I fired it up a couple times, and it's just burrowing fuel out. I'm still learning the screw blower setup on how to adjust one and what should I be listening for. So we are going to fire it up again this morning. We got to adjust it. I was told that you want to start having some fuel spit out of number 7. So that's this one back here. You want to adjust it to where fuel is just starting to barely spit out of it. So I think I got it close, but we ran out of fuel yesterday. We were out here firing it up, and you know, the motor kind of ran away, and that's because it had no more fuel and it was just sucking air. But we already put fuel back in it, so we're gonna fire it up, get that done. Once we get that done, we're gonna load it up so we can head out testing. We also gotta beat out this pan. We need to take this out, need to get with Brian. Once we beat this out, we need to put new ones in here. Yeah. We gotta beat out this pan because when that pulley come off, it went ahead and smacked that pan. So we're gonna smack it with a hammer. Show it to whose boss. Show whose boss, Slink.
Ain't nothing ain't seen before.
Yeah, ain't nothing ain't seen before. Yeah. But we're almost ready, boys. Ready to load her up, head up in the trailer. We go out, test session. We get in some shops clean. Damn, where'd y'all put all this stuff?
It's in there.
They just moved it from one place to another.
I said, well, why are you moving it?
You know we're coming up with our podcast.
I said, not only that, why are you moving it? Because we're fixing to load the merch trailer up tomorrow.
Listen. We had to move it either way. Why not put it in a space that we don't use every day versus the space that we use every day?
So now it's going to get moved twice.
Okay, well, I moved it, so who cares? It's all me. Don't matter.
You touch things one time. You put it where it goes. You said to put it right here when we unloaded it. It's been right there because you know why?
I moved it. Why are you bitching?
Because I'm gonna have to move it.
Why are you mad about my work?
Beat his ass. Beat his ass.
We're gonna have to move it. You have to touch it twice.
Beat your ass.
I don't give a shit. He ain't gonna do shit.
You only gotta touch it one time.
Exactly. But I touch you more than once.
Oh my god. Stay away from me.
We had to beat all this so it could fit in the car?
Yeah.
I thought we would never have to beat it again.
I mean, whenever we cut it and we got everything going, I mean, I thought it was perfect, but no.
Man, that's like that's almost as new. That is almost as new.
I think if you hit it one more time right here, I think it'll be good.
Come on, man. Get your ass away from me. I don't know what y'all two be doing.
Nah.
But don't include me in that.
Nah, what y'all two got going on?
Nah, ain't no y'all. It's y'all two.
No, I stay far away from y'all two.
I swear, every time I come out here, one of y'all playing with each other in the room.
That is such a lie,
every
bro.
time.
They're all constantly touching each other.
We're not.
Bro, I got so much video of it. Stop lying.
No. You cannot pull up one video of me touching him. Pray something I don't like.
Oh, pull my heart.
So that was a f***ing lie.
We be out here like this. Got the nitrous first. Ready?
All right.
Going.
that bitch ride. She
my
gonna
friend.
hit.
How long y'all been delivering for them?
Since last year.
Have y'all ever
Okay.
came up on somebody that has something like this?
Hell no.
Listen, no, listen. When I pulled up, I was like, "What's the membership fee?" They go f***ing mutton. They be my best friends. I love that. Like we're from the country, but we don't have no country boys, you know, anymore. Like the country's no longer the country.
Yeah.
Where it's 5 acres over here and hogs and pens. You got communities and shit. So I'm like, what the fuck?
Zephyr Hills about. So I've been here my whole life. So 10 years ago, I bet you there were probably 10 to 18,000 people. I think now we're over 100,000.
Yeah, and then like I'm just go to Sassafras. So I asked for the hogs though.
Yep.
And count it. Country girl.
Big stuff.
But yeah, so this right here, remember us, I'm Ginger. We might be coming back and be
Hopefully
like,
y'all
just
keep
showing up.
delivering. I get Amazon every day.
Oh, so hopefully we'll get you again. But I'm definitely gonna follow you guys now
I appreciate it.
Yes.
You can find me
got
on
it.
all social medias. I'm Justin Swanstrom.
Okay.
Just remember, if you forget it, just remember that we have it.
Swan gang.
Swan gang.
Everybody.
I like that.
That may be my next one on my list.
What?
You're 51. Told ya.
You're 51? Ain't
Yeah.
no way.
That's what he just did. 722,
There you go.
72.
Y'all can have these too.
Oh yes, I got to appreciate
Yes.
it. Yes.
Thank
Y'all have
you.
fun.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you. We will.
See y'all later.
All right.
All right, guys, let's get this thing loaded up. What's up, guys? Shout out to Amazon. Amazon comes through here every single day. Not every day do they get to run on something like this. So they were like, hey, y'all gonna fire it up? And I said, yeah, we're right in the process about to fire it up. So if you want to hang out, you can. So that's what they did, and it was an amazing deal. That was awesome. So gave them some free merch. Guys, if y'all want to cop some merch, head over to our website. We'll put the link right here, www.justinswanstrom69.com. Wear your merch proud. Get it what we got going on. We're heading out testing. We're heading out testing. Hopefully we get one more good test session in and we can take on this back half of this NPK season. That's the goal, is to have fun, keep growing, keep moving forward, and see what we can do with this thing, guys. We're on the road to 100,000 subscribers. I love y'all. I'll see y'all later.